You're welcome back. The government has begun a major push to remove untrained teachers from classrooms across the country, rolling out a new postgraduate diploma in education initiative aimed at professionalizing teaching nationwide. The program, being driven by the National Teaching Council, is expected to affect thousands of teachers in both public and private schools. On the Pulse today, we're examining what this initiative means in practice, who qualifies, the cost implications, timelines for compliance, and what really happens to teachers who choose not to participate. We're joined in the studio by the Director of Licensing and Registration at NTC, Francis Adair, also Director Center for Teacher Professional Development at the University of Cape Coast, Dr. Bernard Yao Sechiakwa, and the head of the department at the Educational Foundation of the University of Education, Winneba. Grateful for your time, gentlemen. Let me start with you. What is this new postgraduate initiative all about?
Yeah, thanks so much. The National Teaching Council conducted a research that is, we call it compliance checks in all schools in Ghana.
Right.
And we realized that in senior high schools only, we have about 12,279 teachers who are non-qualified, but they are engaged in teaching. So we collaborated with some universities, 5 universities, that is UCC, Amstead, UDS, and Kali University, to run postgraduate diploma in education for these unqualified teachers to become professionals. So the government is supporting them to become professionals, to enable them to remain in the teaching profession.
I want to find out from you, how prepared is the education system to absorb all these persons if they eventually complete this initiative?
Right, thank you very much. Representing University of Education, Winneba.
Right.
The postgraduate diploma, which is part of the teacher preparation programs in the universities. We are ready because we have been running this program for that long time. If I should say, since the inception of the University of Education, Winneba. And so we have put all the measures in place to ensure that all the qualified applicants are hooked onto the program. And then we have outlined all the needed steps for them to get enrolled, which we are going to highlight them as the program continues. So we are ready for the program.
And I'm coming to you. What are the cost implications of this?
Yes. Originally for our postgraduate diploma in education program, it is around 9,000. But for this special initiative, through a negotiation with the NTC, we brought it down to 5,000 to accommodate as many teachers as possible.
And which institutions are going to be the awarding schools or institutions?
Yeah, we have University of Cape Coast, we have Amstead, that is Kentina Piamenka,
right.
University of Skill Training and Development, and UDS, and UW, and Kali University. They are going to run the program, and in fact, it's a fast-track one. Within 20 weeks, the program must be completed.
Right.
So these universities will run the program to upgrade the teachers to professional status.
So what happens then? I don't know if you can answer that question, but what happens to teachers who fail to enroll in this, who fall into that category? If they fail to enroll into this, what happens to them? Do they lose their jobs?
Yes, as the director indicated, they have the mandate to ensure that all the non-professional teachers who are in the classroom are upgraded to their professional status. And this is the opportune time for everybody who qualifies to be enrolled onto this program to take that opportunity. In case they decline this all-important benefit and opportunity, I believe the NTC has nothing done. Just go by the mandate, which says that if you are not certificated, so far as the professional qualities, professional status are concerned. And so they are going to measure you per what they have on record, you don't qualify, and so you don't teach.
And how will success be measured beyond this certification? How will this improve upon the quality in teaching and learning in schools?
Yeah, these non-professional teachers, we call them, they've done the content, but they lack the pedagogical knowledge, content knowledge to practice as a teacher. They have the knowledge in mathematics or science or any other, but how to teach it in the classroom, they don't have it. So this program is going to improve on them how to teach, how to manage the classroom, how to assess learners, so that it will improve learning outcomes, basically. So they are the lecturers, they are the universities, so they have been doing it. They don't know how it's going to impact the learning outcomes in the country.
Is that what, in our local parlance, we call them pupil teacher?
Initially.
Yes. we used to call them pupil teacher. So before, I'm coming to you, before you are able to enroll in this postgraduate initiative, that means you need to have had some certificate already, or you can just apply?
Yes, you must have a first degree.
Okay.
Yes, so if you have a first degree in any of the teaching subjects at a pre-tertiary level, you qualify to apply for this program.
Let me add that, yes, first degree, but you get to know that some of the first degrees are not coming from accredited institutions.
Right.
So you have to ensure that your first degree is coming from a tertiary institution that is accredited. Other than that, you don't qualify. Let me also emphasize that higher national diploma or diploma graduates don't qualify because higher national diploma or diploma are not first degrees. And so the minimum requirement is that you should have a first degree.
By higher national diploma, you mean the HND?
The HND.
What we call, okay. Right, we've hinted, or we've had hints of possible government support. Are there some scholarship slots available? Who would want to answer that?
Yes. We've been running this program in collaboration with the support of TTEL, and this time around, we are reliably informed that they will be there to offer support, especially for female applicants between the age of 30 or below the age of 35. Yes, they are going to consider them with some financial support.
Is that fair at all? I mean, why only females? What about the men? What happens to the men? Why only females?
Yeah, yesterday I was at TTEL.
Yeah.
And the explanation was that it is being sponsored by a MasterCard.
Okay.
And the MasterCard, the target is the youth, which is 35 years and below. And they also want to encourage women to be in education. That is why they want to support the women who are between the age of 35 and below. So we will treat all teachers who are non-professionals to get enrolled into this program, because from our law, the Act says that a person shall not practice as a teacher unless the person is registered as a teacher in accordance with this Act. I'm quoting from the Education Regulatory Bodies Act 2020. Right. So if you're not registered as a teacher, in fact, we started issuing this license far back 2021, about 5 years now. The first license has expired, which was valid for 3 years. We began another set. But still, some teachers are there. They still want to remain as non-professionals, which cannot be allowed. So we want to support them to become professionals. That's why we engage the universities as a reduced, subsidized cost for them. So we want them to get enrolled and then get this certificate to become professionals, to enable them stay in the Ghana Education Service.
Right, gentlemen, thank you very much for your time this evening. That's the Director of Licensing at Registration and Licensing at the NTC, Francis Adair. We also heard from the Director for Professional Development at the University of Cape Coast, Dr. Bernard Yao-Sechiakwa, and also the Head of the Department at Educational Foundation at the University of Education, Winneba, Professor Paul Kwabena Ephraim. In other stories this afternoon, the government's flagship National Apprenticeship Program has distributed startup equipment to 230 apprentices and 46 master craftspeople in the Afenyo region under phase 1 of the initiative to boost youth employability and skills training. The program is expected to play a key role in tackling youth unemployment and strengthening technical and vocational development nationwide. Our correspondent Emmanuel Edujemfi reports.
At a ceremony held in Govt on Monday, the Afenyo Regional Minister, Charity Gardner, officially handed over the skill training equipment to the regional coordinator of the National Apprenticeship Program, Suleiman Baba Amadou, for onward distribution to beneficiary districts and municipalities. The items include 165 hand-sewing machines, 35 knitting machines, 35 industrial sewing machines, 10 hair dryers and other essential accessories to support vocational training.
What we are seeing today is in fulfillment of His Excellency John Dramani Mahamad's promise that he made prior to the 2024 elections. I think before the elections, we promised the people of Ghana that those who are willing to go into apprenticeship will give them support. And that is exactly what we have done today. So as regional minister, on behalf of Afenyo region and the entire district in the region, I want to thank His Excellency John Dramani Mahama for fulfilling his promise.
Speaking on behalf of the municipal and district chief executives, Payo Sopoku, the municipal chief executive for Tano North, urged beneficiaries to make prudent and productive use of the opportunity to improve their livelihood.
I urged the master craftsmen who are the beneficiaries right now to take this initiative very seriously and also advise the apprentice that this thing is by way of helping them so that those who did not go to the free high school will also benefit from this initiative by the President.
The Afenyo Regional Coordinator of the National Apprenticeship Program, Suleiman Baba Amadou, noted that the initiative is inclusive, targeting persons between the ages of 15 and 40, including vulnerable groups across the region.
The targeted group are people who are in the senior high school, at the same time people who are unable to go to the senior high schools and want to learn a skill. People living with disability, including prisoners, and people from diaspora who have come back to the country and then want a skill to learn are people that the government is targeting. Both the TV schools and the non-formal mastercraft persons.
Meanwhile, the Afenyo Regional Director of the National Youth Authority, Nicholas Soa, disclosed that the region has also received a vehicle to strengthen effective monitoring and supervision of the program.
As I'm talking with you right now, apprenticeship coordinator, his vehicle is in. By next month, to the district directors, their motorbikes will be in for monitoring.
The master craftsman, Eric Siedu, expressed gratitude to President John Mahama for fulfilling his campaign promise to empower artisans and apprentices.
Yani John Mahama shao buraha funkasem. Washe bose ye masa fone echira ade no. Yemuano na nyame adumna ne saka tumi no a obema ye nkura ma ya kire mo adwuma. Bijira ha me ne wo kasai. Akade a okase wo de bema ye no. Wo de ni nyina ma ye na ye begide akọ ye adwuma mu ye de akọ kire nkura na adwuma no.
Emmanuel Edujemfi reports from Govt for Joy News.
And the rains are back, and so is the race to stop leaks before they get worse. That drip hit the ceiling, the moisture stains on the wall, the window that lets water sneak in every storm. They never fix themselves. Maybe you've already tried different products, coatings that claimed to protect your building but ended up peeling, cracking, or giving up as soon as the downpour gets serious. Now imagine a season without the stress of buckets on the floor or freshwater stains spreading across the walls. That's where Easy Paint waterproof solution comes in. Smart, reliable way to block moisture, seal leaks, and give your home or office long-lasting protection. While more Ghanaians are turning to Easy Paint to keep their buildings dry, secure, and good-looking, no matter how heavy the rains fall. To explain how this innovative system works, I'm joined in the studio once again by Stephanie Zenobia Opoku-Dakwa. Thank you very much for coming by again, Stephanie. The last time you came, I told you to do some demonstration for me. Yes. You told me you'd do that another time, and true to your words, you are here with some demonstration tools. What are you showing us today?
Okay, so good afternoon to your cherished viewers. And before you see this basket?
Yes.
When you buy the basket fresh in town, it had holes in them. That is why they said you can't use the basket for water.
Yeah.
But this basket has been painted with easy waterproof paint. So let's take the example of that basket that hasn't been painted with the easy waterproof paint. That is how, you see how when you put water in it, it can't even last. That is how your walls or your roofs or your floors, if they are not protected, that is the problem that comes in. But once it is painted with easy waterproof paint, now I'll do the demonstration. Yeah. I'll leave it for you to do it because I'm sure you tell me I've just done it with some super glue.
No, we can actually do it together.
Okay, so let's explain it.
Yeah.
You see this whitish side of it here? Yeah. That is the first coat of the waterproof paint.
Okay.
And in here you have a shiny finishing in there. I told you that once you're done with the waterproof, you can use any of the acrylics to do your top up. Right. So the acrylic that is shining in is a semi-gloss. Yeah. Now we do our demonstration.
Yeah, so
I want you to be very sure painted. It's the paint.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm expecting it.
Very good. And I just washed it and then I came.
It's entirely paint, viewers. Entirely paint.
Okay.
Okay, let's start.
All right, so you go first.
Okay. And this is also water.
It's water.
Should I pour all?
All of it.
I mean, ordinarily, you know that a basket, a raw basket without easy paint will pour immediately, you start pouring them in, but this one is staying inside.
Exactly.
Okay.
And now try peeling a little from the side. Let's see something.
It's unpeelable.
Good. So today, you are going to attest to the paint for me. So this is it. This is how it protects your walls, your roofs, and your floors. So you remember the last time I was here, I was telling you that if you land situated at a waterlogged area, and before you even bring up your building, you're done with your foundation. So let's assume we've done our foundation, and the easy waterproof paint is going on the foundation, just like this basket here. It is stopping every water from coming in. So that is what it does to your building. Now, let's say that the first basket that wasn't painted was your walls that you didn't hear of or you hadn't heard of easy paint yet. Now, the walls have been painted with the easy waterproof paint. Now, this is how it works. All the water that would have, just gone through the walls and then messed the building is stopped because the easy waterproof paint is sealing it. It's protecting that wall.
Right.
Yes. This is how it works.
Quite interesting. But my interest also is in longevity. How long can this survive?
This basket has been painted for a very long time, more than 8 years. All I do is whenever I'm coming for interviews, I told you that once you use your acrylic to do the top up, once it's dirty, you just wash it. So when I'm coming for interviews, because of the dust and everything, I just wash it with my soapy water and then I'm good to go. And that is how it works too. So if it's in your room, if it's on your roofs, you don't even need to send people every time. But once it's raining, I tell people that once you have some nice young men in your neighborhood and it starts raining, just be nice with them, let them go on top with some hard brushes so that the very difficult and toughest things like you seeing on your screen, they can help you after a script, they can help you do the, iron brushing very well. Once it's dried, we apply the easy waterproof paint and it's good to go.
And what surfaces can easy waterproof paints be applied on?
So it works on all surfaces. All surfaces, roofs, walls, floors, swimming pools, water tanks, anywhere that you have cement You know, even on these roofs, both old and new roofs, you know, the very old aluminium roofing, the very, very old ones, you get to some of the buildings and they just want to take everything off because they think it's so rusted. But trust you me, we go and then we do the cleaning and it's applied and you get there and you don't even know this is an old roof till you're told this is a very old roof that we just applied the easy waterproof paint on. This new roofing system, it works on it. The slate one, you know, the slate roof, it works on that as well. The floors, you know, usually when we do the floors, because we don't always get up on the building to have a look at it, when the sun starts, you know, shining very, very severely, we get cracks in there. And then these cracks penetrate into the rooms and it starts giving you maps, like, you know, marks like the map in your room. It starts very little. And because you don't observe so much, you end up and then it's looking this nasty. It means it is spoiled too. I have to bring this picture. We went to one of the homes with a very beautiful POP, but it was so bad. It was virtually coming off from the room. And that is very dangerous if you have children in the house because the water is so soaked in there. And so we encourage that once you do your buildings, let's start from the roof. Treat the roof, treat the floors, treat your foundations. If you think the problem is from the land, treat it first, treat your walls, and then get your home as peaceful and as quiet and as calm as you want. Because I'm not sure you want to waste money and build a house and you can't enjoy the house. Right.
What about windows? How do we use easy paints to secure our windows?
So you remember the last time I was telling you that because when we do the walls, then we do the spaces for the windows. Yes. So usually when they do the windows, we have all these sides that are opened. So that is where we go do a cleaning. I told you before we apply, we make sure that we don't have any dust there. Because trust me, once we get a little bit particle of dust in there, it's not going to work. So after the cleaning is done, we use the easy waterproof to seal it, and then we're good to go.
Speaking of dust, though, I mean, we live in a very dusty country, no doubt about that. If you use easy paint, is it washable? Can you wash it with water?
Very. Very.
And it will not peel off?
It won't peel off. You see, I was telling you that try and peel this. Yes. I keep washing it every time. And there's a bigger one in the office that has fish in it. So all we do is once their feed makes the basket dirty, we take them out, wash, put water back, put them in. And that is how it doesn't peel off. It is so strong. That is the protection it gives to your building.
Give our viewers where we can find you.
Okay. So our main office is at Abeka Junction. We just adjacent the Allied filling station or closer to the Shell filling station on the Abeka Highway. You can give us a call on 0243 707696. 0243 707696. At Tudu, you can find us opposite the Lebanon House. In Kumasi, we are at Edum. We're just beside the Melcom, where you ask for Obros. And then in Cape Coast, you look for King of the Universe and Eminent Enterprise. Aside that, wherever they sell hardware or they sell any building materials, just ask them for easy waterproof paint. Tell them you want easy waterproof paint, and then you'll get them. If you don't, just give us a call, and then we'll deliver it to wherever you are in the country and even beyond.
Stephanie, I want to check it one last time.
Please do. Please do.
Well, it is. I was thinking it might have leaked through the table, but...
Or maybe you would want to lift it up a little bit and then be very sure.
Yeah. You can have a look at it. If the camera can capture it for us. The water is still intact. Wow. That's amazing. Incredible. Thank you very much for passing by once again.
You're welcome.
Right, and that's Stephanie from Easy Waterproof Paint. Now, let's bring it in.